Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars interview. This interview is going to be off Steve, Sithlord229. Anything to say, man?
Hello everyone.
I'm going to give Steve a few questions, so if you're a fan of him, stay tuned. So Steve, what's your favourite Star Wars movie?
My favourite Star Wars movie is easily The Empire Strikes Back, but I've got to say, you know, if the Clone Wars TV series was a movie, then it'd probably be that.
Cool. Who's your favourite character out of the Clone Wars?
I think I'd have to say that my favourite character is yet to be seen, because up to now, my favourite character has been probably, like, it's not so much one character, it's more of a group of characters, obviously the clones. Although my favourite individual characters, like I said, probably yet to be seen in season 3, so I don't actually have a favourite individual character yet.
Who's your favourite clone trooper?
My favourite, oh god, that's a tough question. Hang on, I've just got to have a look at the clone shop now just to decide. I would probably say, that's a tough question. Might be here a while. Rather than a group, well, rather than an individual clone, again, I'm probably going to have to pick a group, because obviously my favourite group of clones is the Father First. So if you take it from that, then I'd probably say the Captain Rex is my favourite clone. And it's a little bit cliche, but I can't really think off the top of my head.
Who's your favourite Jedi?
Favourite Jedi is Kit Fister, because well, he's got a Jamaican accent and he's green, so I couldn't get much cooler than that.
Who is your favourite astromech?
My favourite astromech, based purely on his colour scheme and nothing else, because I haven't actually seen this guy much in films or anything. But it's probably, if any of you guys remember, there was a droid factory pack released not so long ago, and it came with water and a little droid known as, I think it was R2-T0, and that's my favourite astromech droid, because I just think his colour scheme is awesome. He looks really cool, looks like he's been through the wars.
Cool. Do you collect anything else besides Star Wars?
I used to. I mean, back in around 2002, 2004, I actually went on a collective break from Star Wars and never bought anything to do with Star Wars. So a lot of the figures from like Attack of the Clones onwards, I actually missed out on, because I went into a little bit of a WWE phase, Spider-Man, all this kind of stuff. But Star Wars has always been the one that stuck with me, and ended up creeping back into my collecting habits, and I've just gone from there, really, just collected from there.
I remember them Spider-Man figures.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty good.
I mean, a lot of the ones that I've got, I mean, I've still got a shelf in my collection for my Spider-Man stuff, but a lot of them are the older figures, so I've not actually picked up any new ones. I haven't collected Spider-Man figures in a good few years now.
What's your favourite Star Wars vehicle?
My favourite Star Wars vehicle, are we talking about from like a movie point of view, or like a toy point of view?
Both. It can be anything.
Alright, both. I would say my favourite toy vehicle is the big Millennium Falcon. But my favourite vehicle in general from Star Wars are the TIE Fighters. I've always had a thing for TIE Fighters, whether it be the TIE Interceptors, the normal TIEs, TIE Bombers, and AT-ATs as well.
What's your views on Anakin in the Clone Wars?
My views on Anakin in the Clone Wars, I think they really need to start playing on the fact that he's, edging closer and closer to the dark side. I think at the minute he's being portrayed as too much of a wise, know-it-all Jedi Master. He's not this arrogant, cocky, wants everything there and then kind of Jedi, so I don't think they're actually playing Anakin out as the Anakin that we're familiar with in episodes elaborate on that.
Was there one part in the Clone Wars where he made that Separatist leader talk, and they said, "How did you make him talk? Like you're choking him."
I think so. Yeah. There are certain bits when he starts to show, that he's edging to the dark side, but I don't think it's shown enough. I think that by giving him an apprentice is really that's really hit that bit hard, because he doesn't. At the minute, as he is with an apprentice, he's got to be this, this leader-like, this wise Jedi Master's teacher. Whereas in the films, he's not really a teacher, is he? He's more of an arrogant, rogue. And I think they don't really play on that enough.
And what do you think is going to happen to Ahsoka?
I think that she is. I think Clone Wars will probably finish off with fulfilling a Jedi Padawan learnership thing, and we'll see her become a fully fledged Jedi Knight, and then Anakin and Ahsoka will go their separate ways as she becomes a Knight, and then I guess it'll be left to his imagination what happens to her after episode 3.
Cool. What's your favourite part in your collection?
My favourite part of my collection is, I've got a couple of favourite sections at the minute. At the minute I'm building up my Empire Strikes Back shelf, so that's definitely one of my favourite areas. My clone shelf, obviously, because I'm a massive clone armor builder, and also the Clone Wars section as well. The Clone Wars is really growing on me. If you asked me 2 years ago what I thought of the Clone Wars, I'd said that I actually hated the animated style of figures.
Yeah.
But now I really like it. It's really grown on me. Probably the one thing that I collect the most of, actually.
What's your favourite Star Wars line? Like Legacy Collections, Arc Legends, Clone Wars?
Up to now, it's been the 30th anniversary collection and the Clone Wars, because I think the 30th anniversary collection was probably a line that wasn't played with repacked figures. Although I am rather optimistic for the new vintage line. I think that's really good. I absolutely love the packaging on that. Vintage line's definitely up there with one of my favourites, but it all depends on how the figures play out.
A bit of a weird question now. What's your favourite sport?
Funnily enough, I don't actually have a favourite sport, because I'm not really a sports person, which may not surprise a lot of people, but I don't really tend to follow sports. I mean, I don't so much follow football, but when it's like the World Cup or the European Cup or whatever, then I'll watch it, but other than that, I really don't follow sports at all.
What's it called? I've lost track now. What's your favourite character that you like? I can't explain it. That you haven't seen in a film, but you wish you have.
Kyle, easily. I don't know if you're familiar with the Jedi Knight video games, but he's the main character in that, and you see quite a lot of him in the games, but I think it would be really cool to see him fighting in a film or something. That's why I was kind of hoping that the live action series that was going to take place, I thought, with a bit of luck, he might be in that, because Kyle Katarn basically is the guy who steals the first Death Star plans and beams them to Princess Leia's ship. And I think that would be something that's really cool to bridge the gaps between episodes 3 and 4 in the live action series. So yeah, definitely Kyle Katarn. I'd like to see a little bit more of.
Cool. What's the worst figure you own?
My worst figure? That is a tough question. To be honest, I don't really own any of my worst figures anymore, because I've either traded them or sold them or given them away. At the minute, I would say my least favourite figure is probably... I don't know. Like I said, it's a really tough question, considering I don't actually own any of the figures that I consider the worst ones anymore. I suppose up to now it's probably been I'm actually quite stumped on that one. I can't actually think off the top of my head. I'm sure it'll probably be one of the figures from the Power of the Force line, because they were pretty much static steroid figures, really, basically.
What's your worst Star Wars character? Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks. I hate Jar Jar Binks.
Bless him. What's like? Why do you think George Lucas put Jar Jar Binks in it?
Well, as far as I'm aware, I think it's because he wanted his kids to have some sort of input in the new Star Wars film, and obviously back in 1999 or whenever the third one was brought out, his kids were still pretty young, so I think that he was just trying to get, something from their point of view into the film. He wanted some sort of input from his kids. But I think it kind of backfired on him.
What do you reckon is the best scenes in any Star Wars film?
Best scenes in any Star Wars film. I absolutely love the Battle of Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back, and I also like the Bounty Hunter meeting on the Star Destroyer. I think that's definitely one of my favourite scenes. From Return of the Jedi, I think my favourite scene is when Vader becomes unmasked, or when he decides to throw the Emperor down the shaft. I think that's a really cool scene. Vader's redemption in Return of the Jedi, the Battle of Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back, the Cantina in A New Hope. They're my favourite scenes from the original trilogy.
Yeah.
From the prequels, I'd say Order 66 is my favourite scene from Revenge of the Sith. Attack of the Clones is probably the Geonosis Arena or the Duel on Kamino, and I don't really have a favourite scene from the Phantom Menace because I'm not that keen on it. I think out of all the Star Wars films, it's probably the most boring.
And also, what's your favourite food?
My favourite food?
Bit of a weird question.
Well, yeah, I don't really know. Probably, I guess a few of the foreign guys that are watching this, like the guys in the States or abroad, they're probably going to wonder what the hell I'm talking about, but a full English breakfast. You can't beat a full English breakfast. Nice bit of bacon, egg, some baked beans, and a bit of fried bread. Can't go wrong.
Wonderful. Who's your favourite YouTube reviewer?
I've got a few actually. At the minute, Filmmaker Mike is really one of my favourites. I find his videos really entertaining. I'm also enjoying videos from Night/2020. I've only just discovered him on YouTube actually, and I actually really like his videos. They're really funny. But my sole favourite reviewer, although he doesn't actually do them anymore, is Jedi Master or Jedi M Forster, depending on how he wants to pronounce that. He's just recently done another video, but I really do miss his old reviews because he was the guy who got me into it, really. Yeah, he's probably my favourite, but Filmmaker Mike's definitely close second.
Cool. Is there anything you don't like about the new YouTube?
I'm not so. See, with YouTube, they're always updating things, and I really don't understand why, because there's that old saying, if it isn't broken, then why fix it? It's like when they introduced the beta channel, why do it? There was nothing wrong with the old ones, why did they need to bring about new ones? I think probably one of the, I don't really know, I've gotten used to the new YouTube, so I don't actually dislike anything about it at the minute. I don't really know, I think given the chance, I would rather go back to the old channel layout. But I must admit, I do like having the bigger banner. That's quite a good thing about the new ones, I guess.
Yeah. How long have you been a YouTube partner, and how's it working out for you?
I applied for YouTube partnership when I think it was at least a couple of years ago now. I think it's 2 years this month that I became a YouTube partner, or roughly anyway. I applied when I got about 500, 600 subscribers, so I guess that gives away how long ago it was, considering I've nearly got 9,000 now. It's working out really well, surprisingly. I didn't actually think anything of it when I applied. I knew that there was a possibility that you could get paid for it, but that didn't really cross my mind when I applied for partner. I just wanted the channel layout really.